What a game. Yeah, that was probably one of the best games of football I've seen in a very, very, very long time. I was actually in the dentist office today. I was watching it. I actually went early so I could go and sit and wait for my appointment. I had to drive about an hour and I didn't want to drive and watch the game. And good thing I didn't because the game was as I had expected, to be honest with you. It was intense. It was physical. It was grimy. The referee was dog shit, per usual, like every fucking Premier League game. I have to say, though, Newcastle United, you played very well. I was very impressed. Not only did did they go down to 10 men, but they fought for every ball. They essentially dominated the game. There was maybe about, honestly, 10 to 15 minute period where Liverpool actually played football. Or they tried to play football. Newcastle was doing everything in their power to make Liverpool uncomfortable, whether it was long balls, whether it was set pieces, whether it was counter-attacking and high-pressing opportunities. It just seemed that everything that Newcastle did would result in something. But of course, it's been the story for them for the first two games of the season. They were missing their goal scorer, which was Alexander Isak. In the first half, Liverpool were dreadful, and I mean that wholeheartedly. One of the worst performances I've seen them have in a long time, the first 30 minutes. Dominic Szoboszlai at right back, unbelievable. Virgil van Dijk, the best fucking defender that ever lived, that ever graced this game, was absolutely impeccable. Colossal performance from the GOAT. Alisson Becker, amazing saves. Gravenberch, amazing. And then there was players that just simply weren't good. Milos Kerkez was beaten multiple times on his side. He looks very suspect at set pieces, specifically when Bruno Guimarães scores, if I'm correct in saying the first goal, which results in Newcastle getting back into the game. He jumps essentially over Kerkez, and Kerkez just chills and doesn't do anything. Mohamed Salah was a passenger. Hugo Ekitike, bar his goal, wasn't great. Lost the ball, gave the ball away a plethora of times. Florian Wirtz, it's going to take some time for him to adjust to the league. I don't think he was as bad as everybody thought he was, to be completely honest with you. And Cody Gakpo, in and out of the game, didn't do much, had his moments, but again, wasn't a great performance for Liverpool. The substitutes, Curtis Jones. I actually thought Curtis Jones was quite good. My only issue with Curtis Jones is that he doesn't release the ball quick enough and is susceptible to losing it. Ibrahima Konate was absolutely dreadful, and we'll get into that as this goes on. But it was a very physical game. It was highly contested. The fans are up for it. There's a lot of drama, obviously, going on this entire summer. Newcastle in the beginning were not playing football. They were playing rugby. They were hitting the players. They were, cheeky challenges, and the referee let them play on. And I'm surprised, honestly, that Kieran Trippier didn't see a yellow card sooner in the game. Anthony Gordon's tackle on Van Dijk, whatever you want to say, that was a criminal fucking challenge. Awful fucking challenge, actually. Joe Linton isn't a football player. He's a wrestler. Has an engine, but other than that, he's fucking dog shit. Bruno Guimarães is excellent. Sandro Tonali, amazing football player. Unfortunately gets injured. And for Newcastle, it's going to be a very rough season, I think. They're not a deep squad. Three of their most pivotal players, you can argue, are gone. So 3-game suspension for Anthony Gordon. Sandro Tonali's injured, and Joe Linton, who, as much as I think he's a shit football player, he is an engine in that team, and he gets them energized in the middle of the pitch. He's going to be gone. I'm not sure for how long, but he came off injured. So much for a hard man, by the way. But yeah, I mean, the first half was a tale of two teams. Newcastle dominated. Ibrahima Konate was shocking. Absolutely shocking. Dreadful, actually. He looks gone, I think. I'm not sure if there is anything salvaging what can be made for the rest of his season. And what I mean by that is, and I wrote this on our social media accounts, I think we've seen him peak. I think that Ibrahima Konate has peaked. That was last season. He was excellent last year. He wasn't injured. But there are 3 reasons why Liverpool probably will not re-sign him. Number 1, we think he's peaked. Will his performances over time get better? I don't think they will. I actually think that Ibrahima Konate is a good center half, but unlike Joel Matip, where Joel Matip was class, absolutely class, one of the best center backs in world football on his day, was absolutely flawless and just partnered Van Dijk perfectly, complemented each other brilliantly. And I'm not saying that these guys don't complement each other brilliantly. It's just I think Konate is very one-dimensional. He's fast, and if he wasn't quick, he'd be a subpar defender. You know, like he what he doesn't have in technique, he has in strength, which is good. But some of the decisions that he made today, shocking. Gave the ball away a few times, almost resulting in a goal in the first half. Lazy passing, lazy defending, lackluster play, just doesn't look in it. And I think that this is the peak of what you will see from him. I don't think he's going to get far better than what he is now. He's going to be 27 soon. This will be his last big payday, his big contract. Is he worth the money that he wants? Absolutely not. If he wants to go to Madrid, he can fuck off. As simple as that. If he wants to go, he can leave. I love him dearly, but if he is now jeopardizing, which he has these first two games, if he's jeopardizing the team's performances because of his inability to figure out what he wants for his future, he should be dropped. Leone is too young. He has to play some games, I think, first in the Carabao Cup, maybe some minutes in the Premier League, coming on as a sub. He's not ready to start. Joe Gomez isn't as reliable because of injuries. Go and buy Mark Guehi. Go and get him. He's England's best center half. Stop haggling for £5 million. Go out and buy him. He's not only better than any of the options that we have, bar VVD in center back position. He will play. He will start. The World Cup is happening. He says that he's worried about minutes. He's excellent on the ball. I think he actually suits this system better than Ibrahima Konate. He's better on the ball. He's a better dribbler. He's a better passer. They're essentially, arguably, same type of physique. Guehi's quick, and I think he would only get better next to VVD. And I think that he would actually complement him probably better. Jesus Christ. I don't know. I think there has to be a conversation to be had about Konate. There's about 10 days left in the window, if that, maybe less. Get rid of him. If he's going to play like this and sell him, they have to have a conversation this week. Do you want to re-sign your contract? If he says no, talk to PSG. Talk to... Excuse me, allergies. Talk to PSG and talk to Real Madrid. If they don't want to bid for him, buy another defender, put him on the bench, and go from there. I don't think that he should be starting matches right now because of his inability to get his head straight. But overall, the performance from Liverpool, terrible. Not a good performance. It was slow at times. Defensively, we just were susceptible to the press. We couldn't break out of it. Set pieces, I said this weeks ago, not good at defending set pieces. We're not a big team. We're not a tall team, and that's going to be an issue, I think, going forward. But if there are ways to rectify that, we have to do that. The only thing to me, and I'm going to be honest with you, because I knew that this game, I think Bournemouth worried me. This game didn't particularly worry me that they came back because there was so much brewing into it. Newcastle was going to have a good game. I just knew it. I honestly would have taken a point before the game, right? I would have taken a point. It was frustrating to see Liverpool, again, blow a 2-0 lead. This was a game that was incredibly emotional. It was very difficult. The atmosphere was incredible, to be fair to the Newcastle fans. They have a wonderful support. And I really believe that this was going to be a high-scoring affair that anyone could win or draw. It was disappointing that the goals occurred in the ways that they did, but I'm not too worried about this game because I knew it was going to be emotional. It was going to be crazy. It was going to be a fucking slugfest where people were going to be hitting each other until they were down and out, and Liverpool saved that for the last minute. Rio Ngumoha, unbelievable. I mean, unbelievable. I was making a sandwich. I was on FaceTime, eating some food, and I'm listening or watching the game on my phone as well. And I fucking hear, "What a moment!" And I'm like, "What?" And I look at the replay, and I'm like, "Holy fucking shit. This guy just came on, played 5 minutes. He was really lively. A problem when he came on. Good on the ball, made the right decisions, just got Liverpool up the pitch." By the way, Soboslai's, fake that he did, unbelievable. Unfucking believable. I mean, that was amazing. It really was. It was quality shit. The goal was amazing. The finish was like a guy that was 28. So much pace and precision in the shot. And Liverpool win the game like that. And it's 6 points out of 6. They are level with Arsenal. Arsenal's performance was probably a little more impressive considering that they won 5-0. This game, though, showed me one thing. Liverpool are winning games and are not even playing at the best of their ability, which is a great problem to have. One thing that makes me very annoyed is social media. And as social media is, it's a fake place with fake people with fake opinions, and it's just a bunch of fucking dickheads and knobheads trying to write whatever they think is necessary for the world to hear, and most of it's negative. But all these people saying that Slot's not a good coach, or the team is terrible, and the starting 11 sucks, and the bench sucks. Well, guess what? 2 games in a row, the bench isn't good enough. 2 games in a row, the bench goes and saves the game for Liverpool. Chiesa scores against Bournemouth, and Rio Ngumoha scores and saves the game for Liverpool against Newcastle. Their bench is good enough. I believe that now we're going to see Isak go to Liverpool. I think that both clubs were probably waiting for this game to occur so they could go on and make the deal, because I think if the deal was done before the game, I think it would have added even more pressure onto Newcastle United to go and get a result, considering that they just lost their best player and that their summer has been abysmal. Liverpool are on the up, 6 points out of 6. Liverpool play Arsenal at the weekend. We'll do another video about that this week. I'm really excited to see that. Newcastle, hold your heads up high. You did play well, and you will probably win a game in the near future. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Leave us a fucking like. Give us a nice subscribe. Share around if you feel like it. I'm going to go take some allergy medication. Thank you for watching. Peace and love. We'll see you soon.